Hey guys, this is another how-to video coming from me, your man, the, well, the dude, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't know how to do video intros. It is what it is. Guys, today I'm going to teach you how to spend your resources in Raid, okay? Some of you may be confused. You don't know what to buy, when to buy it, exactly where it is located at, and I'm going to show you all that today. And let me just kind of pull up my handy dandy list here. All right. Okay, let's go over the Great Hall. Okay, this is gonna be for anybody, especially for, well, not for endgame players, obviously, because we're done, as you can see. But for new players, I want to kind of guide you um on what your priorities should be. Okay. Now back in the day, it used to be accuracy. Accuracy is what you needed to do first on all of them. You needed to get 10 in accuracy here, 10 accuracy here, all the way down. Um, but not so much anymore because of perception pieces and you being able to craft perception pieces. Hitting that accuracy marker isn't as hard, right? Because two-piece perception gives you speed, right? Gives you 40 accuracy. So you really don't need accuracy that much in your Great Hall anymore. I personally would still recommend, if you're struggling, get the accuracy, okay? And why is that? If you can't land your debuffs, you're gonna have a bad time, okay? Now, what I have here is generally accuracy first, but if you're crafting perception pieces and you're doing fine there, you want to look at like attack percentage and crit damage. Okay, more crit damage and then attack percentage, depending on your damage dealer. Now, say you have a defense nuker in your new account, well, guess what? You're going to want to do defense first. Say you got lucky and got an HP nuker or whatever, then you're going to do HP first, crit damage first, so on and so on. But what I'm going to tell you though is resistance is still your end priority at the end of the day, okay? These matter way more, right, than resistance does until you're at the end game. And then you actually really need resistance. But I would say you need crit damage still, accuracy, crit damage, and then one of the three here, right? And it depends on what affinity that you're working with the first legendary you get or your team composition, right? So say you have, you're obviously everybody picks Kale, right? Because he's still the best starter because of poison for clan boss. Well, then you're going to want to stay up here in magic, right? And you're going to want to get some accuracy for killing the land's poisons. Want some crit damage so he does more damage. And get some attack because he does more damage. But then you also want to get HP and defense so he lives longer. You really don't need the resistance until you're later on in the game. And that's really till end game. Capiche? Know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm telling you to spend your stuff here is spend your tokens. Generally it's accuracy or crit damage first. More likely crit damage now because of perception. And then you go attack, and then defense HP, and then resistance is dead last as it has been for the last forever. Okay? So that is what you do for your Great Hall. Let's look at our next one. Let's go to Tag Team Arena. Okay, that's like a curse word here. I also want to show you something too. If you want to farm Tag Team Arena and get medals easy, set one-man defenses at the restart on Mondays, right? And then farm your way back up into the green or yellow, depending if you want to advance or not. I'm in the red. I'll probably just stay in gold 1 because I have no problem staying in gold 1. Okay? But here, let's look at the bazaar. I don't agree with the bazaar. Let me just kind of say this first. I don't agree with the bazaar. Sorry, I'm going to make sure that the microphone's working this time. Yes, it is. Okay. I don't agree with the bazaar. For the fact that it is segregated into gold, silver, and bronze. I believe if you're going to have us do Tag Team Arena, then you need to let this be open to everybody. Because honestly, if you're down in bronze and you are saving for a sacred shard, that's going to take you a month or more. Easy. Probably 2 months, I'd suspect. Right? But, who am I guess? Who am I? I just don't agree with this. I think the majority, if not all the player base, does not agree with the segregation here. This really should be open to everybody because, I mean, look at, especially for like rarity charms and rank charms, give those to everybody. Everybody can use those. Put them in the forge. Like I just talked about perception pieces. Get yourself those legendary rank 6 perception pieces, baby. But, I digress. So I apologize. But let me pull my list back up and let's talk about this. Okay, so first priority, if you're in gold, your first priority is going to be rarity and rank charms. That is the one thing you always want to buy. These are always recommended because you're going to craft yourself better gear. then you more easily than you are going to farm better. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I recommend getting a sacred shard here if you can afford it, because it's 500 points for an event. Or you can go for a legendary tome, depends on where you're at in the game and how bad your lizard brain's ticking, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to get lucky here. Or do you want the certainty of you're going to get a skill upgrade from this? Now, I'm guaranteed which skill, but you understand where I'm coming from. These take 3 weeks or a month, I can't remember, to refresh these. And that's to stop players from saving up a shit ton of these gold bars and just blasting it, right? Because you could effectively just convert all your gems into gold bars the way you can farm in Tag Arena. Now in silver here, right? Void Shard. I always buy the Void Shard. It's 15k. Mine's going to come up here in just less than a week. As you can see, I bought the Sacred, I bought the Void. And let's go to bronze. Okay, the only thing I recommend that you buy in bronze, now people are going to laugh at this, but I'm telling you, I always buy the energy, I always buy the ancient shard, and every day when this refreshes, I buy the XP brew. Why do I do that? Because I can't tell you how many times I've needed brews to do champion training tournaments and events, and this right here, without me farming potion keeps, or just relying on clan boss to give them to me, or buying them outright with cash, which I do not recommend. This is the best way to get them right here. Every day you get 3 of them. It's 300 of your gold bars. If you're doing tag team arena like I do every day, then this should be a drop in the bucket. It's not going to be a problem. Now I hear you barking, big dog. You're like, well, what about the accessories? Aren't these really good? And yeah, these accessories are very good. You can get a cleansing accessory. That's not as great. But you can also get the refresh accessory, which is better. I have farmed up enough of these that I don't really buy them anymore. But I've really started to think that maybe I should just use the 400 and buy these because, the refresh accessory is actually what you want. Cleansing is subpar, honestly. I mean, it's mid at best. You know what I'm saying? So I would just skip those. But if you are hard up and you're just starting out, like I even say up to mid game, buy them. Make those your priority, right? Boom, boom. After a while, I just stopped buying these and I just started buying the guaranteed 5 to 6 star. But honestly, I think if you're in gold, this definitely needs to be 6 star, right? With the lowest rarity of being rare. And then this right here should be like 4 to 6 star, just as it is. But, it is what it is. Now let's go to our clan shop, folks. Clan shop. Okay, I also actually want to talk about etiquette first, too. My clan, right? Damnation. Sin Damnation, by the way. We have rules. If you take, I'm going to reword that. You can only take one quest at the beginning of the week. Okay. And then when Thursday rolls around, then you can take, like, say you picked one elite quest and you want to pick 2 more elite quests. Well, you have to wait till Thursday because you need to let everybody get a chance to pick an elite quest. Okay. But you can just go, I want an elite quest. I'll pick one expert and I'll pick one basic. That you can totally do that. Everybody's fine with that. Now, what we're not fine with, and this is etiquette, by the way, do not pick the same quest every week. Let other people get it because there's some easy quests in here, right? Let me take a look here. Right here, place 10 simultaneous debuffs on the boss and Ice Golem speak. Stage 15, do it 10 times. Claim a reward for the last milestone in an event. That one's easy, okay? Survive 49 turns against the Demon Lord on Ultra Nightmare. That's like the easiest one, okay? So you see what I'm saying? There's another 49 turn one. Where'd that go? I just saw it. Yeah, on Nightmare or higher or on Ultra Nightmare. Come on, guys. These are the easiest quests. Let everybody else get a turn at it. You see what I'm saying? So, be conscious of your decisions. Okay? As you can see, I took the Skinwalkers faction one here, and I can do that very easily. But let's get down what you should buy in the Clan Quest shop. Now, let's take a look at the item pool. Depending on the level of your clan, is depending on what you're going to get in the shop. But slot 1, never buy. Don't ever buy the silver. Slot 2, no, I say you should buy both. And if you look here and see what I did, to me, this was the only thing worth buying this week in Clan Shop was the rank 3 chicken. I don't care about the retaliation accessories at all anymore. I have enough of them. I don't need them. This epic tome, actually, I'll buy that. Boom. Okay. But I would recommend always buying the energy. Okay. Chickens if you need it. And like the brews, they're going to come in handy. You're going to need them. Now, depending on if you're as conceited as I am and you want your Arbiter to look pretty or cool or edgy, then you can go ahead and buy the Arbiter skin. But if you're just starting out, well, maybe you want to start buying those accessories for retaliation to up your clan boss damage. Okay? Or up your damage in general in the whole game. Slot 4, I would not buy 2-star chickens or the rare books unless you're a beginning player and you need this rare book, buy it. I honestly wouldn't buy the brew. Let me go to the brews. Brews aren't here in slot 4. It's the rare book. And you can buy 5 of them. There's no rare in the game I need that I need to book out, period. Okay? Slot 5. Another accessory. You can buy that. Okay, slot 6. Now this is what I recommend. Buy up your Yannicka shards. She is great. If you don't have a very good, like, all-around game nuking champion, Yannicka's the ticket. Okay? I would not buy the 4-star charms unless you are desperate for them and you are not doing well in faction wars. Don't buy those. Okay? Slot 7. Buy your Yakarl shards. Okay? Yakarl is the man. I love Yakarl. He is still not as good as we were hoping he was going to be for Fire Knight. That is a big bummer. But buy him over these potions here. Okay? Slot 8. You get these charms. I only buy speed and I only buy crit rate charms, right? And then this one here, no, not that one. It's the rank up charm, but I don't think it's in this pool. Slot 9, you can get lucky and you can get a legendary tome. That is your first priority. Also, you can get a legendary chaos orb. Okay, slot 10, obviously buy your void shard. And if you're feeling peckish, buy your rank 4 chickens. Slot 11, as you can see, my clan hasn't unlocked yet, but you can get a 5-star chicken there, or you can get 5-star glyphs. I still won't buy those glyphs. These need to be 6-star before I consider it. Okay, and then slot 12, you can get Killstroke artifacts, or you can get core hammers. Both are worth it. I would buy both, honestly. Core hammers more so. And I did forget something too. I'm sorry about this for new players because it's been so long since I've done it. Let's go back to Arena and let's look at boy, where'd it go? It's Tag Arena, sorry. Right here. Dang, it doesn't show you. Will it show me here? Oh, let's see. Is it going to show me here? I don't think so, but I'm just going to talk to you about it. Yeah, he's not in there in any of the pictures. Drexar Blood Twin is in the 3v3 clan shop. He is your priority, actually. Before anything else, buy Drexar Blood Twin. I still use him on endgame. I use him for a ton of bosses. A ton. Right? Especially in Doom Tower. He passively deals damage. Okay? He's like a dude in spiked armor. You punch him and you hurt yourself. That's what he does because he puts burn on motherfuckers. I love it. So Drexar should be your first priority here. Okay? We already talked about the Great Hall. Let's go ahead and look at the regular shop. This little market here, right? And you think there's nothing here I want to buy, Ope. Yes, there is. Right here. Look at that mystery shard. Boom. I'm going to tell you why. I cannot tell you. It is almost countless. If I cared to remember, I could count it. But how many times I've opened look, I'm down to 98 mystery shards. You buy them. Hoard them. Right? Because I can't, and if you watched my video on Michinaki, I saw multiple accounts talk about how they had saved up 10,000 mystery shards and they opened all of them. It took them like all day, right? But they opened all of them and they got a legendary. They got Michinaki, who is a very good legendary. And what did they do to get these mystery shards? You don't buy these. You don't spend cash. You get them passively from the game. You get them from campaign. You get them from potion keeps. You get them from low-level dungeons like Spider 10. You get like 3 at a damn time. Okay? Which, don't get me started on Spider 10 because I think they changed the drop rates on that and it really miffed the shit out of me. But they finally fixed it, so I guess whatever. But that's right. Use them, buy them, and then save them. And during your during this quest here, right? Let's go to this quest on dailies. Summon 3 champions. Don't just be like lazy and come over here and go, summon 10. You just wasted 7. That's 7 points, my son. Save them. They're worth it. They easily bridge the gap. If you're like, man, I don't want to open up a sacred, but you got 500 mystery shards. Buy. Open 500 mystery shards. You're going to feel better about opening 500 mystery shards than wasting a sacred and getting an epic you didn't need. Right? Or 4 void shards, roughly. Yeah, it's like roughly 4 void shards. Like, 4.9, I guess. Or 4.2. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So, mystery shards, those are always your priority. If you are hard up for chickens, you know what I'm talking about. Champions you're going to turn into food. Buy them here in the shop. Buy nothing else. Unless you're in the beginning of the game and just peruse and be like, okay, do I need this? Nope. No speed on that. Speed on that. Nope, that's subpar. I still wouldn't recommend buying anything from the shop unless they're boots and they have speed main stat. That's about it. And they need to be at least 4 or 5 star. But as you can see, we don't get those options anymore. I don't see anywhere I would buy except for mystery shards in the shop. So that's about it. Spending your resources, okay? And this is gonna be my last one. This is the set you forge for the rest of forever. Until you get near the end game and you feel like you want some resilience. I only craft resilience and I never put charms into it, but I craft it for CVC, just for the points. But perception, I tell you what, son, I sit here, I'm like, boom, rank charm, boom, rarity charm, boom, accuracy substat charm, and I craft them. I use my RSL helper and she goes like crazy, right? That's the only time. Um, Again, if you're in a clan and you need to save up for CVC and you have high stat requirements or point requirements for the clan, that's the time to do it. But again, this is where you need to be spending your resources. And if you want to talk about Doom Tower bosses, when you're on the Fey rotation, only farm Fey. Okay? If you are on the Frostbiter rotation, only farm Fatal. It's the easiest one to farm, and it's the best set out of all of them. Except for maybe the Scarab. Scarab's pretty good, but I have no need for these immunity sets. If you understand what I'm saying. Um, yeah, and I mean that's about it. So those are your 3 Doom Tower sets you should farm: Untouchable, Fatal, and then Lethal. Oh, sorry. Also, Guardian's a very good one too. So, all right, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Goodbye.